carry the force of that power. However, it is only limited to the matters of procedure. If, let's say, the procedural rules cannot create the new jurisdictions or modify the substantive right, so their purpose is to provide the framework conducting the proceedings in fair and efficient based on what I have explained previously. Between the procedural and the substantive law. So you have to make sure you're aware on how to maintain the integrity of the legal system, ensure that proper procedure is conducted appropriately. Procedural rules for that, guiding you step by steps. So let's say that recorded as an irregularity means that step by step and there's something wrong with the one level of your work. So you have to make sure that you correct the wrong. Okay, you do not correct the wrong, then the next consequent steps that you're taking in your civil procedures really collapse. So the foundations will be collapsed if there is a non-compliance of the rules, and the outcome of that non-compliance will be regarded as injustice. So here is a guidance on the other sources of civil procedures. So in Malaysia, we have a Court Judicator Act. So this is important for you as well to know. This one basically provides provisions for the making rules regulating the procedures and the practice followed by the High Court, Court of Appeal, and the Federal Court. And then, as I previously explained, we have a subordinate court rules. This one for the subordinate court level, the guidance, and then you have a practice directions. This one is normally would be issued by the judge, registrar, or the superior court. This is also referred as a precedent, okay, the guidance. And also you have a case law, the case precedents from time to time that will guide you with the judge reasoning judgments. And then you have a Interpretations Act 1967. This one is basically doing the judicial review, the interpretations of the rules, whether it is actually giving the justifiable outcome for the citizens. And then you have a Sections 8 of the National Act 1963. All the proceedings in the Federal Court, High Court, Subordinate Court shall now be allowed in the Malay language, national language. But the court may either its own motions or on the applications of any party, considering the interest of justice in those proceedings, order that can be done in the English language. If, let's say, the situation and circumstances means that some of them is not good in a Malay proficiency, then they can request for the English language. Other, you're a foreigner, okay, you understand English, you do not understand the Malay, then you can request for the translation. Evidence Act is basically as a supporting law that whenever you wanted to produce the additional items to support your allegations case, so that is considered as evidence. And then you have a Government Proceedings Act and Hire Purchase Act. This one is only for the government matters. And then lastly, you have a Civil Law Act. Civil Law Act is basically guiding you on a concept of a claim, concept on giving what are the civil rights that the individual may have.